Welcome to Mike's Yoga channel and welcome to this deep full body stretch for office workers. When you're ready, roll your mat, grab some water, and let's get started. Okay everyone, so let's begin by coming into a seated position with one leg in front of the other. It doesn't matter which leg. And we'll start by doing some side body stretches. So from here on your next inhale, let's bring the hands up towards the sky. Exhale, plant the right hand down into the mat in line with your right hip and then reach this left arm over. You should feel a really nice stretch on the left side body. Exhale, come back to center. We'll take that over to the other side. So let's plant the left hand down in line with the left hip. Bring this right arm up and then reach this right arm over. Exhale, come back to center. Awesome job. From here, let's inhale, bring both our hands up once again. Exhale, this time let's twist to the right, so bringing the right hand, right arm behind you, acting as a second spine, and letting that left hand rest on the right leg. Just make sure you avoid the right knee. And from here, as you inhale, lengthen your spine, and as you exhale, just gently twist. Exhale, come back to center. We'll take that over to the other side. Inhale, lift the hands up. Exhale, twisting to the left. So left hand, left arm behind you, acting as a second spine, letting the right hand rest on the left leg. Again, just make sure you avoid that left knee. And as you inhale, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, gently twist. And on your next exhale, come back to center. Awesome job. From here, we'll be coming into some neck tilts. So staying in the seated position, let's tilt our head to our left shoulder. And now from here, let's walk our right hand out beside us. So in this pose, you should feel an awesome stretch in the right side of your neck. Exhale, mindfully come back to center. We'll just take that over to the other side. So tilting the head down to the right shoulder, walking this left hand out. Exhale, mindfully release, come back to center. Awesome job. From here, let's make our way into an extended child's pose. So let's bring our knees as wide as the mat, letting the big toes touch behind you. From here, walk your hands out long in front of you, letting the forehead rest in the mat. In this pose, we're really breathing into the hips as well as the shoulders and basically just the whole back body. So we'll take a few breaths here. And on your next exhale, let's release. From here, let's make our way up into all fours. So let's stack the hands right underneath the shoulders, fingers are spread wide, and let's stack the knees right underneath the hips, tops of the feet are pushing into the mat. From here, once we have this nice foundation, we'll do a few rounds of cat-cow. So on your next inhale, let's drop the belly, open the chest. Exhale, rounding the spine, moving with your breath. Inhale, drop the belly, open the chest. Exhale, round. Let's do one more round. Awesome job. From here, let's come back to all fours and we'll stay in this foundation. And now from here, we'll turn our right hand to face towards us. So this is an awesome stretch for the hand and the wrist. So for some of us, our wrist may be more tight than some others, but just be very mindful, and you can rock up and down if that feels nice. And on your next exhale, let's mindfully release. We'll take that over to the other side, so turning our left hand behind towards us. And again, mindfully rocking up and down if that feels nice. Exhale, let's release, come back to all fours, and now let's make our way up into a downward facing dog. So take your time getting there. And then once we do get here, let's again keep our fingers spread wide, hands are actively pushing into the mat. And then feel free to pedal out your feet, really breathing into the back of the legs, calves, hamstrings. And now from here on your next inhale, let's lift this right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bend the right knee, step the right foot up in between the hands, lower the left knee down, left shoelaces down. On your next inhale, rise up. We'll come into a nice low lunge. So in this low lunge, let's keep this right knee over right ankle, and let's keep these hips in one line. So for some of us, we may have to draw that right hip back just a hair and bring this left hip forward. Core is slightly engaged. As always, just come back to your breath. Option to stay here, or option to also take a twist. So if you wanted to take a twist, let's bring our hands together at our heart and basically just twist to our right, letting our left tricep rest on top of our right leg. If you already twist, let's come back to center. And on your next exhale, let's plant the hands, step it back to downward facing dog. Awesome job. When you're ready, let's take that over to the other side. Inhale, lift that left leg up. Exhale, bend the left knee. Step the left foot up in between the hands. Lower the right knee down, right shoelaces down. Inhale, rise up. Low lunge. So again, let's keep this left knee over left ankle, and let's keep these hips in one line. So for some of us on this side, we may have to draw that left hip back just a little bit and bring this right hip forward. Core slightly engaged. So again, option to stay here, or we can also take that twist by bringing the hands together at our heart and then twisting to the left. So bringing that right tricep to rest on top of that left leg. And if you are in that twist, let's come back to center. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back to downward facing dog. Now from here, we'll come into a pigeon pose. So again, on your next inhale, let's lift this right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bend the right knee, and let's bring this right knee up right behind our right wrist and extend this left leg out long behind you. So a few options here in pigeon pose. We want to make sure our right foot is flexed. We can stay up on our fingertips or our palms, or if you want to go a little bit deeper, you can also come on down to the forearms. Feel a really nice stretch in that right glute here, and if you want to go even deeper, you can let your forehead rest in the mat. So just be mindful of your body, honor wherever you are today. We'll hang out here for a few breaths. On your next exhale, very mindfully, make your way back up, and we'll come back into downward facing dog. And when you're ready, we'll take that over to the other side. So inhale, lift that left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bend the left knee. Bring that left knee right behind that left wrist. Extend this right leg along behind you, keeping this left foot flexed. And again, you can stay up on your fingertips or your palms. If you want to go deeper, come on down to the forearms. Notice how this side might feel a little bit different. So I know for me, this left side is a lot more tight. So just be mindful, just be aware. And on your next exhale, very mindfully, let's make our way back up, coming back into downward facing dog. Awesome job, you guys. Now from this downward facing dog, let's lower our knees down to the mat, keeping the knees together and curling the toes. We'll come into a toe stand, so basically just sitting back on our heels. If this is just too intense for your feet, you can always uncurl the feet and sit back on your heels like this. Wherever you are, just let your hands rest in your lap. We'll be here for just a couple breaths. And on your next exhale, let's release. From here, let's make our way onto our backs. Take your time getting there. And then once we do get here, let's hug our knees into our chest. Wrap your arms around your knees. Give yourselves a nice big hug. Feel free to rock side to side if that feels nice. Starting to cool down here, almost done. Now from here, let's plant the soles of the feet in the mat. Keeping the legs parallel with each other, we'll prepare ourselves for a bridge pose. So on your next inhale, let's lift the hips up towards the sky, shaping the shoulders underneath you, clasping the hands together. Again, keeping your legs nice and straight. You don't want them coming out wide. Now from here, let's bring your hands up towards the sky. Coming up on the tiptoes, and on your next exhale, slowly lower the spine down to the mat. Awesome job. We'll come into a constructive rest, so let's bring the feet as wide as the mat, letting the knees knock in towards each other. You can have one hand on the belly, the other one on the heart. And on your next exhale, let's release. From here, we'll come into a reclined butterfly pose. So simply bring the soles of the feet together, letting the knees open up wide, letting the hips open up naturally. Again, you can have one hand on the belly, the other one on the heart, or you can just let your hands rest by your sides. I encourage you to close your eyes here as well. And on your next exhale, let's extend the legs out long, extend the arms out long, taking up some space, letting the mind and the body reap all the benefits from today's practice. So I encourage you to stay here for as long as you like, or if you're ready to go, we can rock up coming into that same seated position where we started. Wherever we are, let's bring our hands together at our heart. Thank you all so much for sharing your time and your energy with me today. If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe. From here, let's bring our hands up to our third eye. The light me honors the light, and all of you, thank you so much. Namaste.